Right, morning traders. Happy Thursday. Welcome. So we've got a few things we're going to go over today. Speak about the sell-off, obviously, yesterday. We've got the DAX index up here at the moment, and we aren't looking particularly bullish, let's just say that. Yesterday, we saw major indexes slide quite heavily, including the DAX. The DAX down from highs to the low yesterday, over 500 points. The NASDAQ as well, looking very, very bearish today too. And I did mention this, that we could see, if that first hour was bearish, continued shorts to the downside. So we saw a slide off of over 400 points on the NASDAQ, as well as, let's go to the S&P 500 chart. So not looking good here heading into the open, that's for sure. So yeah, the guys that are on Discord, let me know. The guys that are watching online, let me know if you guys want me to cover anything as well. We'll get right into it. Okay, so let's go over that. Let's go over that first edgeful report that I do want to speak about. Is this NQ? Okay, NQ opening candle continuation report. And I did speak to the guys yesterday about this, about making sure that you're not fading momentum. Right, we aren't fading momentum, we aren't fading trend, and we can see in the last 6 months, when the first hour from 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Eastern time is bearish, 79% of the time we close as a bearish closing day. So don't fade that, right? Just keep it simple. Don't fade it. Don't overcomplicate it. You don't need to make it more confusing than it is. And I think if you're picking bottoms yesterday, that's where maybe you need to come over to the edgeful reports and actually have a look at that and see how you can maybe be on the right side using the data, using edgeful's data. You see what Captain in the Discord, a lot of guys opting to watch online on social media right now. So welcome, morning. As always, I'm going to be live on ASFX TV. Okay, as always, ASFX TV, you can use the code James for 50% off our live streaming services every single Monday through to Friday, 9:25 a.m. Eastern time. We start off there. But back to edgeful, some of their reports again is this previous day's range report. Okay, so this previous day's range report on NQ or ES. Okay, showing that, when we do take out these lows, the previous day's range lows, we definitely look to take lower. Don't fight the momentum. Right now, we can see overnight on the S&P, we've taken out the lows. And then on the NASDAQ, we've taken out the lows as well. You can see that overnight lows, the white dotted line on my screen. The DAX as well, we have taken out those lows too. So looking for shorts is probably optimal right now. Do we get a relief bounce? Yeah, possibly, but let's just see. Is that CST? No, it's EST, Eastern Standard Time. Okay, Eastern Standard Time. We can see pre-market here. NVIDIA is trading lower. Tesla is up, but very, very bad trading for most of the major stock indexes yesterday. Let's just go over here. We can actually see all of the major stock indexes yesterday trading very, very, my long-term portfolio. I've actually started to add into my long-term portfolio. I think it could be quite a nice position to dollar cost average into in terms of a longer-term aspect. From South Africa, I like using the Satrix and Signia ETFs. So we'll keep an eye out for that, right? But pre-market, we are not looking particularly bullish here. Is this the lows, though? Is this the lows? That is probably the question that everyone is asking. And possibly, I'm not going to say anything, but even though we had a big day yesterday, we're still sitting at this daily 200 EMA, which is that white exponential moving average coming across my screen. So could we see the lows being set in? 100%, definitely. So, what I'm trying to say, though, from an intraday perspective, if you're an intraday index trader, trade what's in front of us. Okay, don't look to predict anything. Just trade what's in front of us and the data. I've given you that previous day's range report as well as the previous as the opening candle continuation report as well. Again, if you want to come into Discord and see how I'm actually executing these strategies, what are my trades, I'm seeing it all live. It's in the Discord, in the edgeful Discord. If you come to the over to the edgeful website over here, okay, and you click on the right-hand side, join our Discord. That is where the edgeful Discord is. As mentioned, it's free. And then we do have the trading view indicator access as well as the Ninja Trader indicators as well. Okay, so that is where you can find the indicators as well as the Discord, which is free. Bottom right-hand section over here, okay, you can see over there, and if we just maybe move myself there like that, okay, bottom right-hand section over there like that is where you can come and hit the live support if you are needing live support with edgeful. I see we got some new guys in the chat here. Raphael, what's up? Hoa, good to have you on as always. I have been speaking a little bit about a few mindset things, consistently this week. And, maybe there's a few, I did mention this one here yesterday about packs, about focusing on trading hour-based trading setups, and just, the less I trade, the happier I am. I've also spoken about Crudeli, a lot about that. There's a few other things that I have been speaking about. So maybe what we can see is let's see if there is any others that I can actually bring up this morning here to speak on. But morning, guys. Appreciate you guys coming into the chat. Anything that you guys want me to cover on the Discord here? I think this is probably another good one by Pax that I actually was speaking on the other day. And a lot of my YouTube content is actually focused around this and just speaking about the harsh realities of trading, is that we have to be in touch with, where we are at, right? It's been a tough start to the year. And finally, the last weeks, I'm starting to find my groove again. I had my son in February, and obviously amazing blessing that is, and now finally starting to get into the swing of things again. But Pax tweeted this, and one of the most difficult aspects of long-term profitable trading is the ability to do nothing. Sometimes we just need to sit and do nothing. It goes into what he said over here. Over the years, I've learned the less I trade, the happier I'll be. Okay, so when there's no setup, sometimes the best thing is to just sit tight and stay patient. Just have a look at the currency side of things. We are seeing the yen quote pairs moving higher. You guys know me that I like to trade. Sometimes I really do like to trade these yen quote pairs as well. I think something like we can see yesterday is that we actually did not break through that previous day's lows zone on the yen quotes overnight. And I think obviously that is probably a telltale sign that we will not move lower. If we just, edgeful data works on everything. Let's go to GJ. Let's go to the last 6 months, and let's go to this previous day's range report. We can see if we take out the lows 66% of the time, the highs 65% of the time. Okay, but maybe more recently, it can come to 1 month. Let's have a look at this. 55 for the long lows, and for the highs 75. Obviously, the yen quote pairs have been on an absolute tear. But let's just look at the daily time frame as well. This does not look bearish to me. We've broken now above some key levels, exponential moving averages as well. I would say this key level like this, the 200 EMA on the daily time frame too, but like that key level, kind of like a break. We got above it, break and retest. Now, I would say yen quote pairs as a swing trade, probably looking at this next level over here, back at 198, 199 is probably the next zone that we are going to possibly head to. So I think in terms of if you're just looking at longer term aspect, swing trade, something like this, maybe with a stop below that structure point there, you could probably get a nice like 1-to-1 to that level there, maybe 2-to-1 if you go with a tighter stop. Okay, so that's just on the currency side of things. You guys know I like looking at those yen quote pairs as well. Okay, just go to back to my favorite asset, the DAX, which I love to trade. Yeah, we obviously had the sell off here in the London session, which I missed. I'm flat today so far, but we do have some news, I do believe, as well. So let's just bring up some news. We do have some news, USD final GDP and unemployment claims in the next 15 minutes, actually, 2:30 p.m. South African time. You guys know me, I'm from South Africa. So we do have some news coming out as well. If you are, needing anything, right? Let's go like this. Okay. If you are needing anything, this is where you can find me, my Twitter page, everything like that. YouTube, everything like that is all in the link in my bio on Twitter if you are watching it here, right? Got the live trading room. You can use James for 50% off. TradeZilla discounts, edgeful, of course, Trade Copier, my brokers that I trade CFD firms with, and all the prop firm discounts as well, right? Any prop firm, if you trade CFDs, I've got the link to for some discounts that you guys can use to get off. We've also got some podcasts down there below. So everything that you need to know about me is everything here. If you want to trade personal accounts, I've got brokers that you can trade underneath me, prop firms, everything, and the whole works, right? So that's where you can find me. Okay, so again, if we're just speaking about purely what I am going to be doing today, again, I think right now, I love to wait to the open. Today feels like a day that maybe we could be trading within a range. This is the NASDAQ. We could be trading within a range. And until we maybe break one side, that's probably what I'm going to be looking for on the NASDAQ, my side. Same as ES, okay? Same as ES, S&P 500, okay? Same as that. I'm going to wait until we break one side, and then we'll go from there, right? We are sitting at previous day's lows, as we mentioned at the minute. So, yeah, Brendan, what's up? Good to have you on, my brother. Raphael, any questions or anything that you guys maybe want me to cover, or you are seeing anything that is interesting your side? Let me know. Anything that you guys would like me to cover? See, obviously Discord's got a new interface as well. Might as well talk about GC. Yeah, of course. I don't trade gold often, but GC, wow, yeah, GC back near at all-time highs, rallying. This is a very key statistic. Again, stuff that I use, you can use on commodities as well. We take out the previous day's highs, which is this white dotted line, and if you come over here, let's go to GC. Okay, and let's go to the last 6 months worth of data. And you can see if we take out that previous day's highs, okay, let's go to the previous day's range report. 79% of the time we close as a bullish closing day, right? So, yeah, again, same things work across, same reports with edgeful work across the different tickers as well. Please tell me a little bit more about how you've been trading the DAX. I've been trading the DAX very, very similar to how I'm trading the US markets. I trade everything very, very similarly. Okay, so DAX using VWAP, brother. Using VWAP, using the edgeful reports, opening candle continuation. All right, let's go to the DAX over here. Opening candle continuation, D30 Euro. That is what the DAX is called on edgeful's reports. Let's go to this opening candle continuation report over here. And let's go to the last, call it 3 months. And let's go to that. Now you want to go, make sure that the right timing is on. Let's go to London because we went from 3 a.m. Eastern time to 4 a.m. Eastern time. And you can see longs have been paying, right? Shorts. Let's go to the last month and see, what has been happening. Obviously, the DAX has been moving up quite heavily, but you can see 60-40. So that opening candle continuation report is quite crucial for that first hour. You can see yesterday, first hour was bearish, closing the day red. Yesterday, 2 days ago on the Tuesday, bullish, closing the day green. So very, very similar using VWAP and edgeful reports on how I'm trading the DAX as well, Captain. But yeah, I'm going to wait. So we always like to keep the pre-market preps, nothing too hectic. Just giving my thoughts of where we are sitting at the moment. I think we could definitely be looking to see continued maybe sell-off unless we hold structure on these markets. If we hold the overnight lows, maybe we see a higher. But yeah. I see you've been on a roll with the challenge. What changed the way you approach them? I see you've been passing them much faster. Agreed. So I failed a bunch, obviously, to start the year. As I mentioned, I became a dad, very preoccupied. It's a different role for sure. But yeah, I've been, instead of buying 200K challenges, I've been buying smaller challenges like 50Ks and being a lot more aggressive on them. So, buying smaller challenges, being more aggressive on them, and then scaling up that way. Instead of trying to buy a big account and trade it conservatively, I'm using prop firms to scale up. I pass them aggressively, the challenge phase, and then once I get to them to funded, I scale down the risk. And I've got some pouch locked in with FTMO. And again, you can get all those discounts in the link in my bio as well. So my plan right now, I'm definitely seeing, it's hard to pick bottoms here. I'm definitely seeing maybe a continued sell-off. We're going to see how this level reacts. Again, we are at this daily 200 EMA. Let's see what the first hour brings, opening range. Let's see what happens. And let's take it from there. Do we hold V up? Do we stay above it? What are we going to get? But I definitely think that opening candle continuation report has been really, really helping me with a bias, a simple way to use a bias so far. So yeah, I want to trade a personal account. What would you advise as a starting amount? It depends. What is your risk appetite? Obviously, I've got the two brokers that you can trade with, XM Markets and XNES. Both got my partner codes over there that you can trade underneath me, and I will happily give you advice if you use my partner codes and get on, stay in touch with you. But basically, I would say whatever you're comfortable to lose. Some guys might like putting in $10,000, and anything over $10,000 at the end of each day, they withdraw. Other guys like flipping accounts. It depends on how you're going to treat it. Are you going to be more aggressive on the personal account, or are you treating it as like a long-term account? Depends on how you do it. I would say if you want to put in like even like $2,000 and you trade to make like $50 a day, anything over $2,000, you withdraw. Is that something that you want to do? Go for it. So yeah, but there are those recommended brokers as well. So okay, guys, so that's my pre-market prep. I'm going to wait for this first candle. I've got my level set in here. If we take out these lows and previous days lows, I'm going to continue looking for shorts. If you hold it, I might look for longs back towards the weekly view app. Okay, so yeah. Yesterday we had a big push low. So does that big push make you doubt the shorts if we break to the downside? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It does make me definitely wary of if we're going to get continuation. I don't want to fade momentum. That's 100%. As I said, that's probably what I'm going to stay focused on, is that first hour's candle, opening candle report. That is what I'm probably going to stay focused on. It's just something that works well with me. Easy way to tell a bias, and it really, really does go with what I like to align myself with and how we can find a bias. I mean, even if we look at the Tesla, right? Let's look at Tesla in the last 3 months. This opening candle continuation, I mean, 72 and 72. I mean, it's great, for longs and shorts. I mean, you can even let's go to NASDAQ as well. 63 and 50. So not great. That's London session. Sorry, let's go to New York session again. Okay, this is just by standard. 89 and 79. I mean, what more do you want, guys? Like, to find an easy way to come up with a bias. Opening candle continuation report with edgeful is where it's at for me personally. If you get two reports that go against each other, how do you decide which report to follow? Look at price action. If it's taken out the previous day's lows, but the first hour is bullish, maybe just sit on the sidelines. I literally spoke about that this morning, about sometimes the best trade is no trade, sitting on the sidelines. Sometimes the best trade is no trade. You don't always have to be in every single thing. So if two of your favorite reports are going against each other, sit on the sidelines. Okay, so that's my plan for today. We've got my level set in. We'll see what happens into the open. I'm going to be on ASFX TV. We'll see you guys there, and have a good Thursday. I'll be in the Discord as well rest of the day on the edgeful Discord. So make sure to pop in.